This is take two because the first one I had an email from a parent pop up and it stopped the camera. And so it stopped the camera like mid sentence. So it's like I should learn how to edit one day. I haven't learned and I probably won't. So anyway, so like it frustrates the life out of me when that happens. So I'm going to try to make this short because I can't even remember everything I said in that one. So it was 20 minutes, and I said a lot of things, and it just took the wind out of my sails when that email popped up and stopped the camera. Like, I'm just annoyed. So, yes. Here, hold on. Let me put it on airplane mode. Hold on a second. And so now I can record without it stopping. So that was annoying as hell. I don't remember what I said. So, basically, we had a snow day Friday, our Black History program on Wednesday, and it was a good week at work, and we got a raise. It wasn't a big raise, but it was a raise nonetheless, and we got it, and it's appreciated. What else? Teacher Latte, Linda, you finally got your present. Oh my God, thank you, United States Post Office. Jeez, man. So, great work, Kafupali. Great sign. Great job, Teacher Latte. Linda, I'm so happy you got it. And I love you too, Bones. I'm going back to Wakanda tomorrow. Yes, I'm going back to see that movie again. I hope you all enjoyed my review and my interpretation of what I saw. And if you didn't, fine. So, it's funny, I was at work and we were talking about it and we were laughing, and one of my non-black coworkers was trying to take up for Killmonger, and I'm like, sure, colonizer. So I called her, and she got mad because I called her colonizer, and she's like, I'm only second generation, immigrant. I'm like, okay, and it bothered me that you called me a colonizer. And I wanted to say to her, you may not have been one of the original colonizers, but you still benefited from the bullshit they did. You are still benefiting from supremacy, racism, oppression, and privilege. You still got the rights to the damn kingdom, okay? Now, I wanted to say that, but I just apologized because she said her feelings were hurt that I called her a colonizer, and she has nothing to do with that. But you culturally appropriate to the bone, no. But I just let it go. I apologize that I hurt her feelings because we were all laughing about the movie, and I'm like, it's. I mean, it's another takeaway from the movie. Depending on who you rooted for, especially for women, especially for me and my sisters and my friends and the women in my circle, a lot of women were rooting for Killmonger. A lot. Like, did you miss how many women he either tried to kill or killed in that movie? Did you miss that? Did you miss while his boys are out there fighting the battle on the field, he was trying to kill the women? Did you miss that? Did you miss that he killed his girlfriend? Did you miss that he choked up the elder? Did you miss that he cut the throat of one of the Dora Milaje? And did you miss that he almost killed Shuri and was doing it with a smile? Like, but he was angry and he was hurt and he was a monster, and that's how he cried because he lost his family. I'm like, and in my head I'm going, this is why we all single in this room. I'm single because I am wanting a man that doesn't exist. Like, I want a T'Challa, and T'Challas don't really exist in our community anymore. They're single because they can see the abuse and the hate and the violence and still give the man the benefit of the doubt. But he was hurt. And you're going to be the first one he chokes up and kills when his feelings get hurt. So we were all talking about it, and everybody in the room with me was like stomping for Killmonger. I'm like, yeah, he had a point. Yes, he was intense and he had a point. But you all like washing away the fact that you saw him kill women on the screen, and everybody in the room was like, but he was military, but this, that, and the other, but this, and this. And so she was talking, and she's not black. And I'm like, okay, colonizer. And I left the room. I was laughing. And she got hurt that I called her a colonizer. Okay, so you weren't on, so you didn't come over on the Mayflower, but you still benefited from what they did. You still benefit from what is going on. You still live, we make the same salary, and she lives in a house twice as big as my apartment. But okay. But that's okay. But we make the exact same salary, work in the exact same place. Don't get out my face, man. I'm just saying, just saying. And I'm not saying she doesn't have other means of income and money. I'm not saying that. I'm saying second generation or whatever you're not, just because you did not come over on the Mayflower with the Pilgrims does not mean you have not benefited from what colonizers have done. So you are colonizer adjacent, but she got mad at that. So, yeah. So I just find it funny that that when I said colonizer, they want to be the first one to rise up and say what they're not. You ain't black. You ain't one of us. You haven't had your life stolen from you. But okay, never mind. So it's funny, but it was just funny to me how many women are like, but Killmonger was just a hurt person inside and he lost his father. Are you kidding? This is how the Killmongers of the world kill us. Because we're always given the benefit of doubt. He was hurt. Take your little hurt ass on somewhere. So anyway. I look at them like, I see why y'all single. And I know why I'm single. But I'm going back to Wakanda tomorrow. I'm going Sunday, going to see it. So, you know, I keep, like, I reviewed it on the last video. And I just keep thinking about how many messages and how much, like, it touched my soul. It touched my spirit. It just, you can't show somebody their dream. Like, that was the physical embodiment of every dream I've ever had for myself and my people. That, in reality, I don't know if it's possible. We have what I call Wakandan moments. We have moments where Black excellence rules the day. We have moments. You know, when certain people win the Oscar, when certain athletes win MVP, when we celebrate Black History Month or Women's History Month, and we talk about great Black women or Black authors or Black scientists or Black doctors. We have these moments, and when we celebrate our greatness, every time Oprah Winfrey comes on TV, it's a Wakandan moment. It's like, we have these moments, but collectively as a people, we are not a Wakanda. And I don't know, this is great debate about isolationism versus being, global, isolationism versus the global community. Are you a global citizen or are you isolationist? And I'm going to say, after 47 years of being in the Black American community, I'm an isolationist. I want to be in a Wakanda environment so bad. Like, I'm sorry, I do. I can't even explain it. So it's like, and I keep seeing, like, Jimmy Fallon did this great thing where, you have the people talk to the poster, and they were talking to Chadwick Boseman, and they were just saying, what the movie did for them and how it made them feel. Then Chadwick would come out and hug him, and they would just cry and hug him. And I'm like, I've watched it 3 times, and I just cry every time. Because everyone I know of a certain age, about 30 and older, who's Black, you're feeling what I'm feeling when you see that movie. I mean, for us, it's more than, yep, that's about the most positive Black movie I've ever seen. There have been tons of, give me a break, it's tons of Black movies. And they all have their place. And it's all of our story. The Boys in the Hoods and the Juices and the Menace to Society. All of our story. The Waiting to Exhales. Our story. The Color Purple. Our story. Roots will forever be in my heart and soul and mind. Roots is it. Like, because you follow the trajectory of that family. And Alex Haley was one of the richest, most brilliant Black men that ever lived. Coming from slavery. But coming from an African who never forgot who he was and where he came from and passed on his traditions. And that shows you how important it is for people to know who they are and what they're made of. Because how do you know what you can aspire to if you don't know what you've been? I mean, I'm just saying, how do they know? And I try to talk to my class about lessons that they learned, and maybe they're just too young to know. But nobody had anything to say. When I try to have them tell me, what did you learn from watching Black Panther? All they could tell me is what they saw. Well, he was Black Panther, and he was fighting, and his name was T'Challa, and he was fighting the other man, and the other man was Killmonger, and he was bad. And I had a couple of kids who said, who said something like, you can rise, you can rise up above your challenges. Like, I had one kid that said that, and I had another kid that said, just because you have powers doesn't mean you always have to use them. She noticed that T'Challa didn't always use his powers. He had great power. He didn't always use it. A lot of times he didn't use it. So I had like 2 or 3 kids who said something profound, but the rest of the class sat there looking at me like deers in the headlights, like, what do you mean what I learned? And I'm like, maybe they're too young, and maybe my question was too broad. And then I tried to compare it to we've watched other movies and we've read other books, and what we learned a lot of things. Like, you learned, what was the lesson? What was the moral? How did you feel? Like, what did it make you think about? And again, deers and headlights. So maybe they're just too young to put it together. Like, they haven't lived what I've lived. They haven't dreamed what I've dreamed, or thought what I've thought, or been where I've been. I'm 40, I'll be 47, so 6 times 8 is 48. So I'm about, 6 to 8 times older than every kid in that room. So it's like I've lived 6 of their lifetimes. I have. So maybe they don't have anything to connect to in the way that I had a mother and a grandmother and a great grandmother and a grandfather who lived some real shit. So maybe they just didn't know what to say to me. But I had a few kids who did say something. I gave them a prize for it. I gave them a little treat for it. I'm like, wow. But it was only 3 kids that said something, and everyone else was like, I don't know what you mean. So maybe they were just too young. Maybe they were just too young. Maybe it was just a very good-looking, entertaining movie for them. So for me, it was everything. For me, it was the Black woman story, the Black man story, the African, our community as a whole, the longing that so many of us still have in our hearts and minds and souls to reconnect with who we really were. The knowing. The knowing, just the example of how much was stripped from our spirits. But our souls wouldn't let us forget. You tried to rape it out of us. You tried to beat it out of us. You tried to sell it out of us. You stole it from, Black women were raped by their masters in front of their husbands and kids. The husband was held down to gunpoint, and there might have been other kids in the room, and the master would come in and rape the Black woman in front of her whole family. And then she'd have a baby by the master. So it's like, you literally tried to rape our spirits out of us. Like, you literally raped oppression into us. We were killed and whipped in front of each other. People had lynchings. They lynched us in front of each other. Mental warfare. In the early 1900s, the first 20 to 30 years, I'm lying, first good 50 or 60 years of the 20th century, from 1900 to about 1965, and still I'm just saying, these are rough numbers, these are rough stats. Lynchings were announced in the paper. There will be a lynching today. We will lynch a nigga today in the damn newspaper. This is why I knew. It's like, so you try to lynch, rape, murder, beat every part of our souls out of us. But somewhere in our collective spirit and memory, It didn't leave us. It didn't leave us. You know, we dreamed of a world where we were excellent. We dreamed of a world where we were not second-class citizens. We dreamed of a world where we were kings and queens. And we were as proud to be who we were in our own spirit, in our own flesh, as anybody else. This is not about me hating somebody white or European. It's funny to me that everyone else will say the name of their nationality or their culture or where they're from, and we're still calling white people. You are European descended Americans, okay? Like, why haven't we changed the word white? Like, we say African American, we say Hispanic or Latino American, Latinx, you know, we call out the ethnic, the creed, the culture of every other type, but white people, we still calling you white, and white is a racist term. So it's like, it's not about hating anybody. It's not about my culture is better than yours. It's not about me being better. It's about, we are global citizens. We all are on this earth together. We are all one. We are all a part of this collective dynamic. And yet, if a black person says, I'm proud to be black, see? You know, somebody want to be in your face. I mean, I can't even believe I heard this. People were protesting Black Panther. Like, how racist can you be? Like, I can't believe anybody's criticism of Black Panther. How racist can you be? Can a group of people just have something that's for them and y'all not feel attacked? And the same with some black people attacked it. Like, black people can't be happy about something black without other black people being mad. Like, I'm just not a fan of any criticism of this movie because there ain't nothing to criticize. This was such a perfectly done movie. There's not a damn thing to criticize, not even the antagonist. Because as fucked up as he was, when he died, he had a damn point. Like, and again, I'm not repping for Killmonger at all. Because Killmongers are never unintelligent men. They're just angry men. And once that has set in, they're rotten to the core. And it doesn't mean they're not intelligent. He was an intelligent man. Again, if you heard, it was Eric Stevens was his real name. And he graduated from MIT at 19. So, you know, if you know Killmonger's bio, he's brilliant. So that got nothing to do with character. And I talk to my students about that all the time. Brilliance and character are almost on two separate islands. These kids sometimes have horrible character, but love to holler at you about how smart they are. If you were so smart, what'd you do it for? Your character is not that intelligent. That had nothing to do with your brain. So, you know, Killmonger had a point because he was intelligent. You know, but, you know, no, but everybody seemed to have missed how many women he either choked up or killed or tried to kill in that movie. Let's slide on by that. Anywho, so I don't appreciate anybody's criticism of this movie because your racism is showing. What's to criticize like that? You tell me one damn thing it was to criticize in that movie. It wasn't a damn thing. That thing was so perfectly written and executed and well done. The visual, I mean, the screenplay, the visual, the messages, overt and covert. That was our story. Why can't you just let it be? Anybody who criticizes it of anything else but brilliant, your racism is showing. Like, God. So, I'm going back to see it tomorrow. I'm excited about it. So, what else is going on? So, I've lived in my apartment for about 4 years, and I've come to an end now. I don't feel like moving. I live on the 3rd floor. It's going to be hard to lug all that shit back down the stairs. Woof. So I'm going to try to get rid of as much as I can. Like, I'm going to sell as many things as I can sell off. I'm probably going to keep my dining room set, but that's it. I'm probably going to sell or get rid of or give to the Goodwill almost every other piece of thing in here except for my TV, my computer, and my dining room set. I'm serious. And my clothes. I am getting rid of stuff. It's going, you know. So they're raising my rent to something that I just can't. I'm not going to say I can't afford it because if I work hard enough, I can afford it. But I don't think I should have to. A 1-bedroom apartment should not be more than $700, and it's going up to $800 something. The entire area is going up to over $800, and for a 1-bedroom apartment. It really is unaffordable for poor people and for hardworking people like myself. I don't feel like stressing myself out to, I did the Uber and Lyft because I needed to make an extra couple $100 a month to afford my car note, and now I gotta do more Uber and Lyft to now afford my apartment. No. It's like I got the part-time job to help afford a higher car note, and now I need something to help afford an apartment that's not worth $800. So I had a coworker of mine who owns a condo in a co-op, and his family has owned it for years, and they're going to let me live there, and all I have to do is pay the fees. So it's going to be a significant savings. It's going to be a significant help. It's a 2-bedroom condo. It's nice. It's spacious. I liked it. It was a nice place. It is a nice place to live. It's in Detroit proper. In fact, it's on the same block as my school. So I am not telling my school that I'm moving on the same block. No. My school is 20 minutes from where I live, so I'd still be, I still only be 20 minutes from where I am now. So I can still hang out in this area because, it's what I'm used to. And the only downside is I had to get my dog up. But my hairstylist, my hairdresser, said that she wants my dog. She said, your dog is older and she's trained and she would be a great fit in my family. So I'm really hoping and praying she takes her. Because if she takes her, then I get my hair done every 6 weeks. So I'll be over there every 6 weeks. I'll bring in food. I'll take care of her. I'll spend time, make sure she's all right, and I'll be sure to make sure I take her to the vet, So if my hairdresser can keep her, I'll still be the one like taking the food over there and taking her stuff and taking her to the vet once a year when she needs it. So I'm really hoping my hairdresser can take her. But I told her, you gotta follow the directions I give you because my dog will end up dead. Beagles can't be off their leash. If you let her off her leash outside, my dog will run away. Your dog will run away, and you don't want that. So, and she's a cute, pretty little dog. Don't leave her unattended outside. People do steal pets. She's an adorable little dog who likes people. People will take a nice dog. It happens in Detroit a lot. You never know. So anyway, got a raise. Great Black History Project. My criticism of people who criticize Black Panther. Moving. And that's about it. So, Iyanla Fix My Life is coming on in a half an hour. I got to get my snacks together because I'm getting ready to watch it. Again, great work, Kafupali and Teacher Latte. I'm so glad you got your present, Linda. I'm so glad. I was worried beyond belief at this point. She sent me a present too. It didn't take a month. It took 2 weeks. She mailed our stuff on the same day. It took yours a month. It took mine 2 weeks. I don't know what happened. So, wow. Anyway, thanks for listening. I appreciate you. So I wanted to do another exchange, and I know I had said something about Mother's Day, but I'm going to can the Mother's Day idea, and here's why. Because if I do Mother's Day, then the fathers are going to want reciprocity, and I can't stand Father's Day. I didn't have a father. So clearly, I had a donor who got with my mom that night, because that's how you make kids. But I did not have an active father, so I don't celebrate Father's Day at all. Father's Day sucks to me. It's a very bad day for me, so I don't want the men to feel left out. Because I'm not going to do something for Father's Day. Sorry. But what I do want to do, and I hope we can get a lot more people involved in this, is an end of the year exchange. We have 3 months. June's coming. Most of us get out June, whether it's the first week of June or the last week of June. I get out the last week of June. But we'll have 3 months to decide, to get it together. And this time I just want it to be a gift card exchange. That's all. So a gift card to your favorite place, no more than $20 if you can afford it. If it's just 10, fine. And we can discuss what we want it to be and what we want to name it, but let's do something for the end of the year, the end of the school year. So let's comment below. Give me some ideas of what you think we could do for each other for the end of the school year. We got 3 months to get this done. So, and again, no more mailing packages this time. All gift cards online, straight email. You get it in 5 minutes. Yay, email. So let's talk about it. Let's discuss. Let's email me, leave me a comment. If you're friends with me on Facebook, leave me a Facebook message. So let's just discuss it. So, an end of the year, you did it exchange. Like it's the end of the year and we did it. I'm still alive exchange. Like it's the end of the year and I'm still alive gift card exchange. We'll come up with something really funny, okay? So, again, let me know. Hit me on email, hit me on Facebook, the YouTube community, hit me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and just let me know. But we're going to do something gift cards only this time for the end of the school year in June. All right. Only a tribe can understand your vibe. Wakanda forever.